Welcome back to In the Red Corner podcast with me, Ross. I hope everyone's well this evening. Thank you very much for joining us here. Tonight, I've got, as you've just seen the poster there, I'll bring it back up, Jack Culshaw, who's taken on the Polish plough, Bartek Kanabey. This weekend, it's fight week. Finally, it's here. Can't wait. It feels like it's been a long time coming. I know I always say this as well, but just can't wait for it to be back. And it's going to be some show. But let's bring Jack on now. Yes, Jack, how are you?
Oh, good, mate. How are you? All right?
Good, mate. Thank you very much for coming and joining us in the Red Corner. Appreciate it, mate.
Thanks for having me,
mate. So, yeah, big fight for you. Prospect Show, Newcastle, June 8th against Bartek, the Polish plough Kanabey, who's had, 2 fights in the BKFC now, or 3 fights in the BKFC now? He's had a couple of bare knuckles in another promotion, WBKB.
Yeah, I think it's 4 now, isn't it?
Yeah. So, let's start from the start with you, because no one maybe doesn't know really much about you. You've kind of came out of nowhere. Most of us have seen the little promo that you did with Lou, the Fuse. You know, you were very chatty on that. So let's go back to the start. So how did you get into combat sports?
So I started I got bullied a little bit and stuff like that. And I'm one of them. So like my backup plan was me. If what happened, I had to go get myself. Do you know what I mean? So I had to start to defend myself. So I went training, got told I wouldn't be any good. I'd be a punching bag. And then went somewhere else for Neil Wayne and Ian Jones. So I started training with them. Got a title in MMA, stuff like that. And then unfortunately broke my leg. Before I got my scholarship to move to ITRK. Broke my leg and then just came back now. So people think I've just come on and caused a stir and I've chat a lot of shit, mate. But when you can act upon it, you can talk it. It's like where I look at it, mate. When Bartek was in his dad's little dirty magazines reading them, playing with his tellywhacker, I was knocking people out. You know what I mean? So that's all it is, mate. So in essence, mate, he was knocking wanks out and I was knocking people out. So if I can't say that, but that's the way I look at it.
I mean, so what age did you have your first MMA bout then?
13, 14, mate, I think I was.
Is that the age where you broke your leg?
No, I broke my leg at 18. So I did loads of interclubs. Like I used to fight 2-3 times a weekend. And I had a few MMA. I've had 5 K1, which 5 knockouts in the first round. I've had 3 boxing unlicensed, 3 knockouts in the first round. And I'm 2-1 in amateur boxing, 2 knockouts. But the only loss I've had was a split decision against Louis Sylvester, who's now 18-0 as a pro boxer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've had a few
fair play, mate. You mentioned there, but as well, you won a scholarship. How did that come around to go and fight? You know, a full scholarship to Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yeah, he's got an email.
Gym.
Yeah, it's just an email asking if we're interested in that. They said basically they'd put most of it up and I'd like to pay like €150 for every 2 months, every 8 weeks. And it was everything paid for, my food, my accommodation. I lived in a gym and all that. So he just emailed me. And then I took it and I thought one last fight before I'd come out. Knocked it out in 4 seconds. Jumped on cage like a twat. Jumped back off and snapped my leg. Yeah, the best thing that happened to me, mate, because now I can do bare knuckle. Before I was allowed, because everyone wanted me to pursue MMA. But I always wanted to do bare knuckle.
Yeah, we were speaking off camera before, and it's like you wanted to do bare knuckle pretty much since when you started combat sport, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just it suits me more. Where I look at it, mate, I don't care if it's a swimming pool, a car park, or a play area. A straightener is a straightener. And that's all bare knuckle is. It's just a straightener. Yeah, there's some skill involved, but it's more than how tough you are and what you've got inside you. And a lot of people ain't got that, do you know what I mean? Like, I honestly think I've got something that no one else has got inside me.
So yeah, we're talking about generation, like because you're 26 years old, but like the generation that you're in now, you know, there's not many lads that are kind of game enough to kind of take this on, is it?
No, these all funnies, mate, if I'm honest with you. They come in, they pose on Facebook for a photo, go tell a bird they're a bare knuckle boxer to get a little bit, and then that's all I do it for. You know what I mean? And I'll think, I can earn a few quid here and tell everyone I'm a bare knuckle boxer. But I come in just to take jaws clean off. I've got a face like a parking fine myself, and there's more brains on Ripper's hammer. So what have I got to lose? You know what I mean? I come for a fight. I'll stand toe to toe with any man. You know what I mean?
Brilliant. I love how much chat you've got. You know what I mean? Because I think this sport is desperate for someone like yourself that's kind of, got a good bit of banter about them,
It's just what if
handle
mate.
themselves. You know.
It's just all I do, mate. I don't like everyone keeps saying to me, "What are you going to say on an interview?" Whatever comes to my little simple head. I think it's like fighting. Everyone's like, "Oh, what are you going to do? What's your game plan?" Hit him first and hit him last, and hopefully I win. You know what I mean? That's all there is to it. Everything's so simple. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Have you got a game plan against Bartek? Then are you going to be coming out aggressive, or because
Just
you
gonna chin
talked
him,
there
mate.
about a lot of first round knockouts that you've had.
Yeah, I'm just gonna chin him, mate. I think. Walk
Is
out
that
there and chin him.
is that your fight style then? Just an aggressive style, or?
Do you know what it is? I can box, mate. I can move and I can do a little alley shuffle. I can have all these angles, but no one's been able to like handle me. I've never had to do that. I've literally just took everyone out with brute force and power. Do you know what I mean? Like, what is it now? Longest my fight's gone is about 1:10, and they've all been put away. So, like me, unlicensed boxing, I fought a kid who was 4-0 at the time. He's now 10-1. I've dropped him 3 times within a minute and a half. And then the other kid was 18-3, and I dislocated my shoulder, put it back in myself, and knocked him out in 45 seconds. So I had to prove I can box yet. So I think a lot
Yeah.
of people are going to get a shock when they see me boxing. So we'll see how it goes. Obviously, I'll be wary of him and that, but he's a little guy, mate. No disrespect to him, but fuck him as well. But he's a little guy. He's 66 kilo. He's sparring with 61 kilo fighters. He's not going to be able to take no power off man. I hit like an heavyweight, mate. I'm built like a bus ticket, but I hit like an heavyweight.
Are you bringing a good crowd with you?
Not as good as I wanted, but about 40-45 people will be there. It's only a few local pubs in the village and stuff like that. So it's mad, really, because I've had a lot of support. Not many people buy tickets because it's quite far away from me. It's like 2 hours. But I've had a lot of support off your Fuse, off BKFC. I've been blown up quite a lot, which I didn't expect. Compared to all the fighters on card, I've been blown up quite a lot. So I just want to prove everyone that in show world that there's a reason for it.
Yeah. And after this, the link to Jack Culshaw's Instagram will be in the description box. Go over and follow him, follow his journey. How far do you want to go in the sport? Where do you see yourself being?
I want 3 different weight categories, belts, world champion. I do this like thing called hypnosis, right? So like I go see someone for it, and I don't have like a good imagination and stuff. But so she said, think of a happy place. This was last night, this, and I closed my eyes, and it was Neil Wayne padded me as a baby, right? Which she didn't really do, but I think obviously you get cross wires. And then they went, think of you in the future, and what came clear, I couldn't control it. Just came to me. Well, Neil Wayne putting 3 belts on me. So it's in my eyes, mate. It's written in the stars. So after this fight, I want a top 10. Then top 10 again took straight out, one by one. Kai Stewart, I want him. You know what I mean? But it's just the way it gave me him yet. I need to prove myself, but I want Kai Stewart. I want to take his jaw clean off.
Brilliant, mate. So that's hypnosis you do for that, is it? Like visualization?
No, I used to do it for like obviously like P-testing and things like that to help me because I'm a very unpredictable person. Nicest person in the world, but if you piss me off, mate, you could say one thing to me 1 minute, say it a minute later, you'll get a completely different outcome. Not like that or anything like that, but I'm just doing that to try and like get rid of the past, focus on the future. I've got a clear mind for fighting, clear mind, and I can take more in, and I can have more happy moments and stuff. You know what I mean, and things like that. A lot of people don't talk about it now, but it's just one of those things I'll tell anyone. You know what I mean?
Oh, good. How's camp gone so far then? How long of a camp have you been doing for this?
I do about 5 weeks fight camps. Me, it's my first fight camp I've properly done. I don't usually do fight camps. Normally a couple of days notice tackle. I've done a 5 week fight camp for this. Train 2-3 hours a day. But after this fight, hopefully if I get that contract, I'm doing it full time now.
Yeah.
Job.
I've seen you've been training doing some sparring with Pick Jardine and Paul Venice as well. How was that for you?
Really good, mate, to be fair with you. It's just every day is a learning curve, like, so it's just good to get, mainly for me, it's good to meet other people and get about and see different styles and stuff like that. Obviously a lot heavier than me and that, but I learned a lot from it, but I can't obviously use everything, but I just take bits off each person and then make it into my own little, my own little move, like, so it's good to get around and meet them, lovely people. hopefully they'll smack. I think they'll do the job as well. Young 8 will both do the job, get it done.
Yeah, I can't wait to see them. Who else are you looking forward to seeing on the card?
Dan Mohammed, I'm looking forward to him because I've noticed on Instagram I know he's training Bartek, but he's training really hard for this fight. Coming from Glasgow and stuff like that, he's a dedicated guy.
Mate, I've never known anyone more dedicated to the sport, to be honest. I know Dan a little bit, and absolute lovely lad, really, really nice lad. And yeah, travelling from Glasgow over to the northeast to go and train at O'Toole's with, Bungle and Baz and Mick Terrell's gym and stuff like that. Or Bungle's gym, but Big Ginge. He is a really nice lad. I'm looking forward to see that fight as well.
Yeah, hopefully he does the job. He's got an hard test against him and stuff like that, but he'll do the job, short of it.
Yeah. Cloud Competitions, one of the sponsors of the sponsor of In the Red Corner podcast. Appreciate them jumping in there and saying about Andy's Man Club, which is, something else that we speak about on the podcast every now and then. Talking about you explaining your coping mechanisms and stuff like that. And Andy's Man Club is somewhere that's just taken off. I think they've got something with Man City and things and that going now. And just a group of fellas go meet on a night and talk, which is nice.
My Instagram's always open as well, mate. So anyone with any problems, I'd rather someone message me at 4 o'clock in the morning. Any problems, message me on my Instagram. Have a chat. It's always easy to have a chat than hold it in. Even if you don't know me, just drop me a message. It's easier to talk to someone you don't know, which I've noticed, than someone you do know.
It is a lot of the time. Sometimes it's easier to talk to a stranger, isn't it?
100%.
Like you kind of touched it. I didn't really want to go into it, but you said you're leaving the past in the past and stuff like that. Is anything that you want to talk? You don't have to, obviously.
No.
But...
You know what, mate? I'll wear my heart on my sleeve, mate. It's one of those. So a lot of things happen and stuff like that. And if I'm honest, mate, it happens to a lot of people. I'm not the only person. But if I can talk about things and it helps that one person, it's better. So they're saying obviously PTSD from childhood stress and stuff like that. So all I've done for that is I've cut my parents out of my life. You know what I mean? It sounds hard, but it's a lot easier to cut someone out of your life than have someone coming in and out. Because your mum and dad, they can manipulate as much as you want. If they say they love you, you fall into that little boy again. If they can't, you don't give them the chance to say that, you can't fall into that little boy again. Do you know what I mean? And stuff like that. So,
yeah, I appreciate you opening up there, mate.
That's what it is, mate. I'll tell anyone anything, mate. Where I am, I am who I am, mate. If you don't like it, fuck off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course, absolutely. And it's great that you can put all your focus into this as well. So growing up with the lads that you kind of grew up with in the gym and stuff like that, 13-year-old, were there good figures for you to grow up around?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, so I didn't really go to school. I got kicked out of school. All this really gave everyone, you're destined for prison, this and that, you'll never be a fighter. So I just didn't go to school. I got kicked out. You would pick me up and take me to the gym. So my mum would think I was going to school, but really I was excluded. And they picked me up till first three, and I go training all day. So for 5 years, I was training 8-9 hours a day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And so at one point, I was running the gym. Helping run the gym. So when Scott Askin went to American top team, I helped him run his gym, taking classes. So I used to run 5 miles at gym after work, take 3 classes, train myself, and then run 5 mile home every day. Did that for a couple of months at a time as well. And I've run 15 miles at gym before it snow. You know what I mean?
Brilliant.
So dedication's worth it.
You train with some greats as well, some names. You were saying about, again, off camera, we'll talk about Mark DeCasey and Paul Daly, all the old MMA lads from the UFC days that some of you probably know. Ross Pearson as well. You've done a bit with everyone, it seems.
Neil Wayne, Ian Jones, Wayne Murray, all of I say all the guys, but the generation above us. That's all I grew up with. So that's why my mentality is different. Yeah, I mean, there's no savages no more. If I hit him with the tiniest little jab, I think your head's coming off now, boy. I'm on him. You know, I mean, people now they'll hit someone, actually hurt them, and they'll be like, "Oh, just give me a minute. Let me touch your gloves." Fuck that, mate. Take his jaw for a spin. Yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about. They're going to the same tune, mate. You know what I mean?
Do you think that's what it is? You said there about you grew up with all the lads, so your mentality is a bit different. Do you think that's made you the man who you are today?
Yeah, without them, I won't be half the man I was. Without them, I won't be. Same without my missus and them. I got my missus 5 years ago. I won't be half the man I was. I'd just be a little lost boy. off
Yeah.
wrong paths, getting locked up and stuff like that. But fighting's my happy place. When I'm in there, nothing else matters. You know what I mean? So thanks to them, obviously, I've turned out. If I can be half as good as Neil, Wayne, Ryan Robinson, and Jay, I'll be happy.
Brilliant, mate. I love it. I love to see people do well and, bring themselves back. Because it's always down to yourself, really, isn't it? It's how you want to move forward. You can stay stuck in the mud, or you can move forward. And I love to see that you're doing that with some positivity.
Thing is, it's like people. Everyone has their things, but if you're holding on to that thing, it's just holding you in your place. If you let go, you're flying. Then, aren't you? Know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can go as far as you want. No one can tell you can't do something, and only you can. If you don't say it, you don't believe it, you don't see it, you're not going to do it. Like I've just started trying manifesting. It changed my life over the last 6 weeks. It's changed where I look. I'd get up, mate, and I'd walk into an hanging flower pot and I'd bang bed and I'd knock it clean off because I lose my temper. And then I'd have a bad day after that. Now I'll walk past it and think, you missed me this time, you bastard. And I'll have a good day, you know what I mean? So it's where you're thinking, mate. If you think positive, you get good results.
Absolutely. One of the questions I always ask to fighters for the first time in the red corner, it's like a two-pronged question, really. But what does fighting mean to you, and why do you fight?
It means world to me, mate. It's the only thing I've ever got. Like I said, mate, there's more brains in a butcher's knife than in my head. So the only thing I'm educated in is fighting. I might look daft, I might sound stupid, but the only thing I know is fighting. It's the only thing I'm good at, and I love it, mate. I love tasting blood. I love getting cut up. I'm on it. If you shut both my eyes and I can't see, I'll still come forward on you. And it's the best feeling in the world. Do you know what I mean? So I just love fighting, mate.
Excellent. Have you got any gyms, teammates, coaches, sponsors that you want to give a shout out to, mate?
Yeah. So Jimmy's Yorkshire Gladiators. So I train under Ryan J. Robinson and Neil Wayne. So I train with them guys in Anthony Elms. And my sponsors are DK Landscapes, ZMR Racing, Creative Flooring Solutions, DMP Tank Cleaning Services, and Peaches and Cream Embroidery. So they all support me and make it as easy as they can for me fight camp.
Fantastic, my man. And one last thing, what can we expect to see from Jack Culshaw, June 8th, Newcastle, BKFC Prospect Show?
All I'm saying is watch where you're sitting, because Bartek is going to be flying straight over that fucking arena. And all he does, mate, he fights meal deals, but on June 8th he's meeting the real deal. So it's simple as that. And just a big shout out to my daughters as well, because they're watching this. So Marlon and Penelope, June 8th we get it done. So get ready.
Brilliant, my man. Appreciate you coming on. Thank you very much. Fight week's finally here. How does the rest of the week look for you? Just
chilling, mate, to be fair. Just chilling dirty magazines like Bartek used to back in the day while I was knocking people out. So yeah,
I'll be there on Saturday. I'll be there on Saturday morning, so hopefully I'll see you around the hotel. We'll have a catch up.
Thank you for your time, mate. Nice to see you.
Yeah, you as well, man. Thanks very much. Speak to you soon.
Speak soon. Bye-bye.
Jack Culshaw, ladies and gentlemen. What a man, what a man. Can't wait for this fight. It's going to be unreal. Against the Polish plough. It's going to be a fight and a half. Like I said, go over and follow him on Instagram. I'll put the link to his description in the Instagram. I'll put his link to his Instagram in the description down below. Don't forget to check out Cloud Competitions as well. They've got many amazing competitions run at the moment. And, I appreciate them so much. We've got in there Rick Doherty, my man. How are you doing? Cloud Competitions. Appreciate Ryan Robinson, Dangerous Darren. Cheers for that, Jack, mate. I suffer from PTSD. All the best to yourself, people. I can't read out loud. I'm not very good. Find it quicker, makes it easier. Right, people. Brilliant, Darren. Always in the comments. Appreciate you, my man. Keep going. I know you've got your own battles, Darren, and you're always striving through. Keep going, my man. And respect to you as well. So I'll be back tomorrow night. WBKB Thursday. Hang on. I'll be back on Thursday night. WBKB Thursday. I might come back on tomorrow. We'll see if I can get a guest, and then we'll go from there. But find out who that guest is over on Instagram. It'll be on there. I'll announce it on there. Jab the like button, jab the subscribe button, and I'll speak to you all soon.